buddy. Good boy.
This is Watson. He's our snuggle buddy. He's this channel's co-founder. And in 2024, I drew him almost every single day to learn to draw and begin pursuing being a professional illustrator. But we never really learned his backstory. We never really learned what makes him tick, what makes him who he is. So in this video, the dog behind the drawings. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, wait a minute, isn't Christmas over? And isn't this a Christmas montage? The answers are yes and yes. Truth is, I am many weeks behind when I'd hoped to publish this video, so we're just going to pretend like it's still Christmas time. And who doesn't want a little extra Christmas? Now, in this video, I'm going to be drawing what was one of my last drawings of Watson for the year 2024. Also, as an added bonus at the end, I try and make a cookie designed as my dog. And then after the cookie bonus is an interview with my dog, the star of this video. So I hope you stick around for that. So, who is Watson? Well, truth be told, I did not want to get our dog. And that's not because I knew him personally and had rejected him personally, but my wife thought he would be a great addition to our family to just, be a snuggle buddy to our kids and help us all deal with stresses in stressful times and, just be fun to have around. And I thought, I don't think we can handle an additional mouth to feed was basically my response. And I actually really put my foot down for at least a couple weeks, and then I started mulling it over, and then I just got in my head that I really liked the idea of bringing a dog home and surprising my family with the dog. And so it's like I went from we can't afford this and we don't have time for another living being in our home to I would love to be the hero in this situation and walk through the door with a dog. That was basically my progression of thinking. So ultimately, we decided to go ahead and get a dog. I did not end up surprising my family with the dog. I wanted to double check with my wife and make sure I was thinking of the right dog at that point, because we had talked about a bunch of different dogs over the course of weeks. And she was like, no, that is not the right dog, the one that I was going to surprise us with. And that was not going to work out. So I'm glad that I checked in with her first. But we go out to this shelter in a rural community, and we meet Watson, who at the time his name was Butter, and the staff had named him Butter because they said whenever you pet him, he just melts on the floor like butter, and that was absolutely true. And we asked about how they found him, and they just said he was just wandering around out in the country, and we assumed that he probably had a loving family before, but his nose just got the better of him, and he just got curious and wandered off and was lost and needed someone to rescue him. So we did, and he's just been incredibly sweet ever since we met him. And he was a little mischievous at first, but but he's been nothing but sweet and great with our boys, and we love snuggling with him and traveling with him. He does not like being in the car as much as we like having him in the car. But yeah, he's our buddy, and we love him a lot. And I think probably his absolute favorite thing is when we go to read on the couch or sit on the couch, particularly when my wife and kids wake up in the morning. They all sit on the couch and read in the morning, and he loves just laying across all of them, or as many of them as he can, and making it as hard as possible to read, but as snuggly as possible for him. That's easily, I think, gotta be his absolute favorite thing. So he's a sweetie. And we don't really know how old he is. When we got him the Shelter thought he was like a year and a half, so that would make him something like 3.5 years-ish right now. So we think he's like around 3 going on 4 maybe. All right, as I start to wrap up this drawing here, we are going to transition to an exciting interview with Watson that really went terribly. But please note that he does have a growth on his left eyelid. It doesn't hurt him. He's a happy, healthy dog. He's actually gotten it removed one time, but the vet says he needs to go under for the next surgery. So we have that in the future, but it doesn't hurt him, and he's a happy dude, so just know he's okay.
All right, Watson. It's interview time. It's interview time.
Okay, so Mr. Watson, how does it feel? How does it feel? Hi, Mr. Watson, how does it feel to be a co-founder of a moderately successful small YouTube channel? No comment? Hello? Are you just choosing not to respond to my questions? What a lot of people have been asking, hi, all right, you're engaged. You're much more engaged now. So what a lot of people, it's just a microphone, sir. What a lot of people have been asking is, what is it like working with your owner on such a creative endeavor? Has it changed your relationship with him at all, sir? Sir, you can't ignore all of our questions. So, like I said, that interview with Watson didn't go well. So we are transitioning to watching me make a cookie in the likeness of Watson, and I have my wife here for a fun bonus interview. So let's discuss, how did we arrive at the name of Watson?
We wanted to get a dog to be someone that would help us verbally process, like we could verbally process out loud to them, and then they would help us solve crimes.
Awesome. Which we're doing all the time. Yeah. I would say he's not scoring a lot of points in the solving crimes category so far. Any favorite stories or favorite things about Watson?
One thing I love about Watson is we have 2 little boys, and when they are like fighting each other, like a brother tussle, or one of them, stubs a toe and gets hurt. First thing Watson does is he runs over to mitigate brother tussles or tears. It's really sweet.
Yeah, he's a super sweetie. Any comments on how this cookie is going now that it's dribbling off of the actual cookie?
I think it's a shame because we have a family cookie decorating contest every year for Christmas, and you usually win, and this does not highlight your cookie decorating skills.
Yeah, it's one of my worst for sure. And that's it. We've run out of time, so I'd like to thank my guests, Watson and my wife. And if you're interested in watching any of the other videos I've done throughout the past 6 months or so, please click on the screen anywhere. Thanks for watching. Bye.